Now, welcome to the next module. So, continuing from the last discussion, that is center distance between the work here, we have to see. So, theta 2 be the, let us say, theta 2 be the angle done by the work or work being work in one revolution, which is given by theta 2 equal to 2 pi. One revolution is 360 degree. And when the worm turned by theta 2 in one revolution, then the angle turned by worm wheel, that is theta 1. For wheel, we have used rotation 1, theta 1, which is given by theta 1 equal to L by R. So L by D1 by 2. R1 nothing but diameter upon 2. So it becomes 2L upon D. Therefore, velocity ratio is the ratio of angle turned by the worm wheel to the angle turned by the worm in one revolution. Therefore, velocity ratio equal to theta 1 divided by theta 2. So 2L by d1 upon 2 pi. So 2 get cancelled and you will get velocity ratio is equal to L by d. If in general velocity ratio is given, velocity ratio is equal to so L by pi d. So what is L? L is nothing but N into P. Number of stars into axial pitch. So N into P divided by pi d. So this equation is nothing but velocity ratio. Now let us consider L is center distance between worm and worm wheel. Alpha 1, alpha 2 is parallel of worm wheel and worm respectively. T1 and T2 number of teeth on worm wheel and worm respectively. MT1, MT2 transverse model for worm wheel and worm respectively. ML is normal model for worm wheel and worm respectively. And R1 and R2 which circular radius of worm wheel and worm respectively. We know that R1 equal to which circular radius of worm wheel is given by 1 is for worm wheel. Please remember. So R1 equal to MT1 into T1 by 2. Then the circular radius of worm R2 equal to MT2 into T2 by 2. Therefore, center distance equal to R1 plus R. So MT1 into capital T1 by 2 plus MT2 into capital T2 by 2. If you put this equation and convert this transverse model into normal model, so Mn by cos alpha 1, Mn by cos alpha 2, we will get L equal to Mn by 2 T1 by cos alpha 1 plus T2 by cos alpha 2. So this is your required equation of center distance. Now, if you put Mn equal to Mt2 cos alpha, Mt2 cos alpha. So Mt2 cos alpha 2 divided by 2 is equal to T1 by cos alpha plus T2 by cos alpha. T2 is nothing but number of stars on 1, number of degrees, so number of stars on 1. So we will get Mt2 by 2, and if we get common here, okay, by making the common denominator, so multiply here numerator and all these things by doing the calculation. So we will get mt2 by 2 into t1 by cos of 90 minus alpha 1 upon cos alpha 1 plus 3. So finally we will get mt2 equal to cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. So t1 sin alpha 1 upon cos alpha 1. So sin alpha 1 upon cos alpha nothing but tan alpha 1, and alpha 1 nothing but alpha 1 equal to del. So mt2 by 2 t1 into tan del plus 2. This is another equation. This is same, value is same. So you remember this equation, mn by 2 t1 by cos alpha 1 plus t2 by cos alpha 2. And also another equation, L is equal to mt2 by 2 into bracket t1 into tan del plus 2. So here efficiency, now we have to see. So already we have seen the derivation of efficiency of spiral wheel. Same way we have to approach for this. I here written efficiency of work bearing. Now there are some conditions. So first condition is when work wheel is the driver. When work wheel is the driver means power is given to work wheel. Then what is the efficiency? Efficiency is tan of del minus pi divided by tan. This we can write down in the note. Efficiency is nothing but that is equal to tan of del minus pi divided by tan del. When this equation arrives when work wheel is in drive, when del is lead angle of work and pi is friction angle. Then maximum efficiency is cos of theta plus pi plus 1 and divided by cos of theta minus pi plus 1. We have seen in this parallel. But in worm and work wheel, we know that theta is always 90 degree. So put this theta 90 degree here. So you will get cos pi by 2 plus 5 plus 1 divided by cos pi by 2 minus 5 plus 1. So here cos pi by 2 plus theta equal to minus sin theta, and cos pi by 2 minus theta equal to sin theta. So by putting this trigonometry formally, we get maximum efficiency for worm and worm is equal to 1 minus sin pi upon 1 plus sin pi. This is the maximum efficiency. Okay, equation we got. Now students, please remember, when worm wheel is a driver or worm is a driver, in both the case maximum efficiency does not change. So in both the case maximum efficiency is equal to 1 minus sin pi upon 1 plus sin. Now we have seen when worm wheel is a driver, efficiency we have seen. Now second, when worm is a driver and worm wheel is a driven, then efficiency is given by theta equal to tan del upon tan del plus phi. This you have to remember, okay, and write down in the note. Now we have to see force analysis of worm wheel. So force analysis of worm wheel is also same as the force analysis of spiral wheel. So therefore tangential force acting on worm wheel, so Ft1 equal to F into cos of alpha 1 minus phi. So if it is resultant force, alpha 1 is spiral angle of worm wheel and phi is angle of friction. Torque transmitted by worm wheel is Mt1 is equal to Ft1 into R1. So torque equal to force, tangential force into the circular radius. By putting this value Ft1, we have F cos of alpha 1 minus phi into R1. Here alpha 1 nothing but tail. So Ft1 equal to F cos tail minus phi into R1. Then tangential force acting on worm, F cos alpha 2 plus phi. Ft2 equal to F cos alpha 2 plus phi. Putting this Ft2 equal to Ft2 into R2. So we got F into cos alpha 2 plus phi R2. Alpha 2 nothing but 90 minus alpha 1. So it becomes F cos 90 minus alpha 1 minus phi into R2. Cos of 90 minus theta, so it is sin theta. So F cos sin alpha 1 minus phi R2. What is alpha 1 tail? So Ft2 equal to F sin tail minus phi into R2. So this way we can calculate tangential force. Now this is the numericals. So a 2-start worm rotating at 600 rpm drives a worm gear having 22 teeth. The pitch circle diameter of worm is 65 mm and pitch of 18 mm. If the coefficient of friction is 0.06, find the helix angle of worm, speed of worm gear, center distance, lead angle for maximum efficiency, then efficiency and maximum efficiency. So after reading the problem, given write down given data. So 2 start worm, so here equal to 2. So that is nothing but number of teeth on worm, tip, and speed of that worm is also given worm. So it is 600 rpm. And number of teeth on worm wheel it is given. So T1 equal to 22. And pitch circle diameter of worm is given. That is G2 65. So R2 is equal to 32.2. Axial page is also given 18 mm and coefficient of friction mu is given. So 0.0. Therefore friction angle is equal to tan inverse 0.06. It is coming 3.43 degree. Now lead angle of worm is given by, not worm, lead angle of worm is given by. So tan del equal to L upon pi d. So L lead is nothing but N into PA. So 2 into 18 divided by pi into d2. So 65. So del becomes 9.93 degree. So we know that alpha 1 equal to del. So therefore alpha 1 is 9.90 degree. So helix angle of worm. So we are having considering spiral angle of worm same here helix angle of worm. So but we know that worm and worm wheel shaft angle is always 90 degrees. So alpha 1 plus alpha 2 equal to 90. Therefore alpha 2 equal to 90 minus alpha 1. So 90 minus 9.90. So alpha 2 is 80 degree. Correct. So here ratio G equal to N2 by N1 or T1 by T2. So 22 by 2 is 11. By putting this 600 by N1, so N2 is given. N1 is 54.54 R. Sorry. Now center distance of worm gear. So L equal to Mt2 by 2 into T1 tan del plus T2. By putting this Mt2 equal to what? D2 by T2. And these two as it is. So put all the values, we will get center distance 94.8. Now, when one wheel is the driver, then maximum efficiency we have to calculate. So for here, now we have to see condition for this maximum efficiency. So alpha 1 equal to theta plus pi by 2 and alpha 2 equal to theta minus pi by 2. When worm is a driver, then for maximum efficiency, condition for maximum efficiency is alpha 1 equal to theta minus pi by 2 and alpha 2 equal to theta plus pi by 2. You have to put this in your note. Now we have to put the value and find out the alpha 1 like this. Now lead angle when worm is a driver. So lead angle when worm is a driver, that is alpha 1 equal to theta minus pi by 2. Because we have to see both the cases. So alpha 1 nothing but 10. So it is theta minus pi by 2, 90 minus 3.23 divided by 2 is 43.0. When worm is a driver, we are having equation theta equal to tan 10 upon tan 10 plus 1. So tan 9.90 upon tan 9.90 plus 3.23. We got efficiency is 73.66% when worm is a driver. Now when worm is a driver, so it is, we are having another equation tan of del minus pi upon tan del. So we can calculate accordingly. And I told you that maximum efficiency for both the cases is does not change. Therefore, theta max equal to 1 minus sin pi upon 1 plus sin pi. Putting the value of pi here, we got maximum efficiency multiplied by 100. So we got the answer 88.70%. So this way you have to solve the problem. So next numerical and next part we will see in the next part.